Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I wish I could just talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. It's strange. Such a little thing.
How many times you watched that thing? Guess you really miss her. Don't worry, we're almost there. You'll be able to look her up once we're on board. Sounds like you two have a lot of catching up to do.
All right, everyone, we're here. Sinking our orbit now.
All this trouble over that chunk of rock.
Deep space mining is a lucrative business, Miss Daniels. Aegis 7 is a gold mine according to prospectors' reports. Cobalt, silicon, osmium. Now, where is she? There she is. We have visual contact.
So that's Ishimura. Impressive.
The USG Ishimura. Biggest planet cracker in her class. And it looks like they already popped the cork.
Why is it all dark? I don't see any running lights.
Corporal, take us in closer and hail them. And stay clear of that debris field. We're here to fix their ship, not the other way around.
USG Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kellion responding to your distress call. Come in, Ishimura.
You're gonna need to boost the signal if it power's low.
Yes, we know. Boost the signal. More.
Never heard of a total communications blackout on one of these things. You'd think with 1,000 people on board, someone would pick up the phone.
What is that?
It's a busted array like we thought. Sounds like they're having problems with their encoder. You get us down there and Isaac and I can fix it. 48 hours max.
All right, you heard the lady. Take us in. Let's see what needs fixing.
Gravity tethers engaged. Automatic docking procedures a go.
What the hell?
Sir, the auto dock...
What is it?
We're off track. We're gonna hit the hull.
Hit the blast shields! Their guidance tether's damaged. Switch to manual, now!
Inside the magnetic field? Are you insane? Abort!
No! We can make it inside! Corporal, I gave you an order.
The field's too strong!
Is everyone okay?
What? What the hell were you thinking? Were you trying to get us killed?
I just saved our asses, Miss Daniels. If we had aborted at that speed and distance, we'd have smashed right into the side of the Ishimura. Now settle down, let's get to work. Corporal, report.
I'm not getting any readings from the port booster, and we've lost comms and autopilot. It'll take some time to fix.
All right, let's get some extra hands from flight deck to help out.
Hold still, Isaac. I'm syncing up everyone's rig with the ship. Okay, we're done. Clean bill of health for everyone.
All right, we've still got a job to do. We're moving out.
Hello everybody, welcome to Dead Space 1. I'm Bubba HD, and this is like my 4th recording of this because YouTube hates me and just everything. The first time I had 15-minute videos. I got up to episode 4, and YouTube was like, "Oh, would you like some help? Your 2-second videos seem to be stuttering a little bit. Would you like us to fix it?" I was like, okay, sure, that sounds good. It ended up screwing up my videos and making them look incredibly bad by the video was just really wavy and crap. So I couldn't use those. So I just ended up deleting it. Started my Uncharted playthrough, and then
Get over here and hack the door pad.
yesterday I was recording, and I got 13 minutes in the video before my dad walked in, and it would have been fine if he walked in, it was just like, "Oh, sorry," and walked out. But that's not what he did. He walked in and yelled, "Dude!" And I was like, well, that's ruined. But it was funny because, like, literally 3 seconds later, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." It's like, whispering's not gonna help anymore. You've ruined it. So, I waited until today to start the Dead Space playthrough. Again. And then I'll be continuing the Uncharted playthrough right after this. So I'm not fully sure what I mentioned yesterday, but
Well, there's not. There's nobody here.
I'll just be doing full chapters per episode. I'll keep quiet for most of the NPC talking, but mainly only when a video of them pops up, because those are usually important. But like things like this, when they're talking about, I have subtitles for it. So if you're interested in the story and what they're all saying, you can read it.
If we all cooperate,
But
we can figure this out a lot sooner.
as I would say,
Let's get that computer display up, Isaac.
I'll be going through this pretty fast, because that's just how I go through this now. So I'll be doing one full chapter per episode. So I think there's 13 chapters in this game, so it'd be 13 episodes.
Yeah, it seems to be fun.
And then I'll move on to the next game. So I'm just gonna make sure I always have at least 2 playthroughs going at one time, instead of just the normal one.
Automatic quarantine.
But you can look at this as kind of like
started. Everybody
a mini
relax.
speed through, or a speed run. I'm not doing a full speed run because I don't know the route to this game. But I do know the game itself, but I'll be going through it relatively quickly. But I'll try and show things like this before I dip out and try not to die.
Got it!
You'll probably hear my controller clicking a lot when I'm doing random things. Oh my god, will I do it?
Run, Isaac! Get the hell out of there!
Sweet, I made it through without getting hit. Past 3 recordings I've done of this, I got hit at least once. The first time I recorded it, it was my first time playing the game in like 4 years or so. I got hit on pretty much every spot you could. That would hurt. So I got hit like 4 different times, and I just felt really awkward, because I was like, normally I would never get hit by there. And then, hopefully this will be the one playthrough that actually gets through the entire episode, because I didn't get hit that time. And now I do remember the control, so I'm not going to be randomly walking into walls and healing when I shouldn't. So I should know what I'm doing now. There we go, let's grab some of these. When I first played through, when I got up to episode 4, I think I made it to chapter 3 of the game, and that was it. Wait a minute, what? There we go, okay. Wouldn't reload for some reason. I think I made it to chapter 3, but this time if I get up to episode 4, it'll be chapter 4. Because I'm just going to do one full, because now I've realized my Elgato can go more than 15 minutes, because when I was recording it, I think I must have clicked the record button to stop recording too early, like 7 seconds too early, because I stopped it at exactly 15 minutes, so that's why I thought like something was stopping it.
Isaac! Isaac! God, I can't believe you made it.
Isaac, we ran into more of them on the way over here. Are you okay?
More what? What the hell are those things? Is that the crew?
Keep your voice down. Whatever they are, they're not friendly, and half the doors on this ship are locked because of the quarantine. Now, we have to get to the bridge, but first, we gotta repair the tram system.
You're crazy, Hammond. You're gonna get us all killed.
If you listen to me, I will get you out of here alive. Now, what's wrong with the tram?
The data board is fried, but there should be a spare in the maintenance bay. There's also a broken tram blocking the tunnel that needs to be repaired. Damn it! Everything is on the other side of this quarantine. We can't reach it from here.
No, we can't. But you can. Isaac, if I can get to the bridge, I should be able to access the personnel files. You fix the tram, and I'll help you find Nicole.
Yeah, sure you will.
Use the map screen to
Yeah.
check objectives and important locations.
So I'm not fully sure how long episodes are going to be, because I know Dead Space chapters are a lot longer than Uncharted chapters. Like my first 2 episodes of Uncharted were like 10 minutes and 15 minutes. I think Dead Space chapters are going to be as long as like 2, maybe 3 episodes of Uncharted. Because I think they're like 30 minutes at the least, depending on which chapter it is. But I will be going through this
Isaac,
relatively
be careful.
quickly.
Shooting them in the body didn't seem to work. Go for the limbs. Dismember them. That should do the job.
Yeah, I'll be going through this pretty quickly because I have this game platinumed. So I ran through it like a lot of times just to get the trophies. And on one playthrough I went for the, I think, just upgrade everything. I think it was like, or maybe it was just like 4 weapons or something, like have 4 fully upgraded weapons. And at the start of the playthrough I was doing for that,
Looks like that door is malfunctioning, Isaac. Try using the stasis module you just picked up.
it's a little late for that, don't you think? But I ended up buying the legendary like white suit at the beginning of the playthrough, and that's like 40,000 or something. So that was 4 nodes I wasn't able to buy, and I was missing like 2 by the end of the playthrough. So I was like, shit, let's do this entire game once again. And that's what I did. And then after that, I think I did... After that, I think I only needed the Zealot trophy. And then just carefully went through the game on Zealot. Which is always fun, because everything kills you and you get no ammo. The Dead Space 3 trophies are even worse. Because that game has like 3 different modes to play on, like regular, survivalist, classic, and hardcore, so there's 4. But I really like doing the classic playthrough.
Isaac, you did it. The tram is blocking the whole system. When you get the computer online, you'll be able to call the tram from the control room. Faster the better. I can hear something crawling around out there.
Like I was gonna say, I like doing the classic Dead Space 3 playthrough because it was essentially like playing Dead Space 1. Granted, in that game, in Dead Space games, usually all I use is the main weapon you get anyways because it's actually really good. But in that game, it was just fun. And then it was just like, do the survivalist, where instead of finding a med kit in, like, a med kit here, do I have... screw it. Actually, I will drop this for more ammo. Because of, instead of you finding, like, an ammo, like right there, you'd find gel, which is the stuff in Dead Space 3 that you make things with. So you weren't going to find anything, you had to create everything. But there was a couple exploits in the game for you to, like, farm resources. And the game was on hard, so I guess I did do that for a little while, but not long, because I got bored of it, and I was like, well, I have a lot of resources anyways, so I don't really need to farm it. But then there was, like, hardcore was just hellish. I'm so glad Dead Space 1 didn't have a hardcore.
Isaac, I've patched into the deck security
Dead
system.
Space 2 and 3
It took some
both
work, but
did.
I've got the door to the maintenance bay unlocked. The data board should be somewhere inside.
In Dead Space 2, it's 3 saves you get, and if you die, you revert back to the save. So you have to save on, like, chapters 6, 12, and, like, 15, or stuff like that. Because if you save on 1, 2, and 3, you have to go through the entire game without dying. Dead Space 3, on the other hand, was like...
Isaac, it's Kendra.
You can,
Looks like the door to the storage room
save
is
as many
locked.
times as you
There
want,
should be a key somewhere in the maintenance bay.
but if you die, you restart everything anyways. I had to restart that game about 3 times, because one time, I was on maybe chapter 6. Wait, could you save as many times as you want? I feel like that's wrong. Yeah, you could, but you die if you just restart. So I was on chapter 6 or so, and I went out for dinner. The thing was, I didn't know was we were also going to the mall for stuff. So when I came back, my PlayStation 3 had shut itself off because it was too long. I ended up essentially makes you die. So I went back to chapter 6 because it turned off. So I had to continue from there. Then I made it through the entire game, and there was these flying sections that you had to go through with your, like, gravity boots, and if you hit anything, you will die. I was on the very last section of that, and the last possible object that could have hit me ended up hitting me. But it was very upsetting because I was at the top of the screen, and the thing that was gonna kill you was off screen, so I didn't even see it. So I was like maybe 5 minutes from completing the game and platinuming it, and I was so upset. I was so upset. I ended up waiting like another like 3 weeks before I even attempted it again because I was just pissed off at that. And then I finally made it through and platinumed it, and I crapped myself silly. It wasn't too bad, but it was also, I'd say, one of the hardest platinums I had to get was the Dead Space 3 and 2. Because I do like getting platinums, and I don't want all my platinums to be like the really easy games like Ratchet and Clanks, because those ones are actually pretty damn easy. I like having a challenge on my platinum, so like, well, what else was difficult? There wasn't that many that were too difficult. Dead Space 2 and 3, yeah, I'd say they were. What else have I gotten that was relatively difficult? Jak and Daxter's aren't really difficult, except they always have like maybe one part in it that's just hellish and annoying, and you die 50 billion times. Uncharted's crushing is the most difficult thing, and that's not too bad. It's still annoying, but it's not too bad. I'm trying. I want to get Evil Within, because I only need 3 more trophies for that. Beat it on hard, very hard, I think, and Akuma mode. And when I seen Akuma mode, I was like, I wonder what that is. I bet that's Japanese difficulty, and it is. And so I'm just putting it off because I don't actually want to do
Take
it.
the board back to tram control and slot it into the computer array. That should get the tram system back online.
Because it takes it to another level. Like, there's this one enemy that usually spawns around chapter 9, I think it is. And what it does is it brings everyone else around you, or everything else that's dead around you, back to life, while like shooting these projectiles at you. Instead of it being on chapter 9, it comes on at chapter like 3. And then just a bunch of other shit, everything's so much harder. Everything will kill you in one shot. So it does make it a little easier because you don't have to waste your gel points for like maxing your health, holding more syringes, or making your syringes heal more. Oh crap. That was the wrong time to check where I was going, even though I know where I'm going. Heal that quickly. But yeah, it has the advantages of not having to do that stuff, but it's also the you're gonna die in one shot no matter what. Go screw yourself. Do this. Then over here, and I think there's another like talking cutscene.
System reinitialized. All trams now operational. Tram arriving at flight deck station. Quarantine.
Nope, I can already leave. Sweet.
All right, we're on board and heading to the bridge. Good work.
Strange. The quarantine just lifted.
Whatever was in the flight lounge must have left. That's lucky for us. Isaac, get back to the Kellion and prep it for launch. We'll find out what we can from the bridge and meet you there.
If we live that long, you're out of your league, Hammond. This is suicide. We're going to
Your
die
lack
out
of
here.
confidence in me is duly noted, Miss Daniels. But I have a mission to complete, and that's exactly what I am going to do, with or without you. Do we understand each other?
Just get us out of here alive.
There's quite a bit of tension there, isn't there? If you hear my controller moving, like you can hear me clicking probably, I am sorry about that. All my stuff is pretty close together, like because I have everything set up on one desk, my computer and PlayStation. So you can probably, because my microphone is pretty close to my hands. Don't you dare. Okay, well, goodbye. So you can most likely hear a lot of my button clicks.
We made it to the bridge. It's a nightmare up here. No survivors. We're going to try to get to the command computer. Wish us luck.
Yeah, good luck with that. Granted, if I was in their position, I'd just sit in a corner and end up dying. Hell, if I saw like these things coming at me, I don't know what the hell I'd do. Oh my god, it was behind me. I don't know why around this area these guys are always so incredibly loud. Like it was loud for me, so I'm guessing it was picked up pretty loud. Okay, made it up. That part's annoying because it's just so flashing bright that it's kind of hard to see where you're going. Let's kill these asshats.
Collision detected in the main hangar bay. Emergency crews have been notified.
Yeah, I don't know why those things are so loud.
What the hell is happening down there? What happened to the shuttle?
That was our ride home. It's the only way off the ship.
Kendra.
No, Hammond! This changes everything!
Just let me think. Can you access the command computer?
It's no good. There's an executive lockdown of all primary systems. Without the captain's authorization, I can't access them.
Well, where's the captain?
Here he is. Captain Benjamin Mathias. Location? Med lab. Status? Deceased.
What? How?
I can't access that information. Find the captain and you'll find his rig. With his authorization codes, I can crack this computer wide open.
Damn it. Isaac, I'm sending the tram back to your location. Get to the medical deck and find that rig as fast as you can.
What was that?
Yeah, they're dead. So I'm just gonna go to the store, and that'll do it for this first episode. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna buy a new suit and then continue on. Get another, even though the legendary suit, I think that's for beating the game on. I think that's just for beating the game actually. Is friggin' awesome and it looks sick. I think if you beat the game on the hardest difficulty in 1 and hardcore on 2 and 3, I think all 3 games have the foam finger. The foam finger is literally the greatest gun because it is exactly what you think. It's a foam finger, and he holds it up and he says pew, and it'll just destroy everything it hits. It's amazing. So just imagine Isaac Clarke going pew 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 and just everything dies. Wrong button. I have no more noise. So yeah, that will do it for chapter 1 of Dead Space. If you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe, comment, share it with your friends. I would appreciate it all. Thank you guys. See you guys in the next episode. Peace.